So I hear it time and time again. You are attracted again to someone unavailable, physically or emotionally, whatever it is for you. The person that you have found yourself attracted to, thinking there could be something there, is unavailable to you, and still you feel hooked, even though you know this relationship is not moving forward. You are in, maybe all in, and it is causing you a lot of pain, a lot of frustration, but a lot of that is coming from the fact that you've been here before. You thought you'd broken this cycle, and here you are, full of the heartbreak, the anxiety, the stress, the disappointment that actually comes when you know I'm attracted to another unavailable relationship, and it's probably not even about the person, and deep down you know that too. For this 10-minute workshop, what I want to do is I want you to grab your journal, grab your notebook. You're going to make some notes, whatever bits here appeal to you. When I'm talking through this mini workshop, whichever parts you're like, I know that's me, take note. It is very, very powerful to go from mind to paper. So at the moment, what we're doing today is we are just building that awareness of why you keep finding yourself back here, why you are still attracted to unavailable relationships. When you understand that, it is going to give you some insight into your next step. So the reasons that I go through in terms of why you are still attracted to unavailable relationships, some of them you might relate to. One of them you might relate to. You know yourself better than anyone. Whether it's a combination of all of them or one clear reason for you, take note. Okay, well, just to say, well done for being here. Well done for doing this work. And now let's dive into the mini workshop. Okay, here is your training. Like I said, take notes on the bits that speak to you. Dive into my DMs if you've got any questions, okay? So here are some reasons that you are still attracted to unavailable relationships. Remember, some of them are going to apply to you, some of them will not. You take away what you need to take away. So one reason is so that you cannot get hurt. I know, hurt. I know that this hurts. So this can seem like, what do you mean? The pain that I'm in right now is so real. I get that, okay? But unavailable relationships, we have to be honest. There is something in you that is also being unavailable there, okay? And usually it can be a fear. And often that is a fear of getting hurt. Okay, so you have been here before. You actually do know that you can handle this pain. It's familiar. Now you've got to wonder what would happen if you did open yourself up. You did let your walls down. You did open yourself up to love, and it doesn't work out. There is a deep fear there of what that means about you. And so often what you will do is you won't show people the real you. You will close that off. You will be emotionally unavailable as well. There's a fear that if you're yourself, people will leave. Not everyone's going to stick around. I'm sorry to say that, but some people will. And don't forget, it only takes that one person. Okay, next one. You don't know what available looks like. You've even never seen available, or it's been a really long time since you saw a healthy, secure relationship. Okay, so if you're someone who never likes anyone who likes you, you get cringed out if people are nice to you, you doubt people's motives if they do something kind, there's a chance that you don't know what it looks like to be secure, to be available. Sometimes you just don't know what healthy is when it is stood right there in front of you. So you're going to need to adjust your ideas. You're going to need to move things around in the way that you look at things. But trust me, that is very possible, and it does not mean that you have to settle for boring. Okay, next up. Your natural habits, choices and behaviors attract unavailable relationships. This is often driven by an unconscious level of thinking. Okay, your habits, your choices, maybe you're going for someone tall, maybe you're meeting people in the same way, the same places, you're not asking the hard questions, you're not stating your needs, you're focusing more on giving to them than receiving. They attract the same person. If you want different results, you have to do something different. You have to change things up. And I know that that can be scary, but this is where you do the work. This is where you start to trust yourself and you take risks, and you know that you've got your own back. But you've got it. If you've been doing the dance with the unavailable relationship, it's time to learn some new moves. You need to learn the dance of security, of being yourself and trusting in that. Okay, this one. Your standards are still really low. If you have the standards of an unavailable relationship that someone unavailable can easily meet, then you need to set higher standards so that you can lower the chances of those people slipping through. Again, maybe it's that you don't have anything to go on. You don't know what healthy standards look like, or you've forgotten. Or maybe you're comparing it to other unavailable standards. If someone you were dating last time texts you once a week, and this person that you're dating texts you every day, maybe you think, well, that's better than last time. But actually, they're still not offering the respect, the value, what you're looking for from a relationship to be available. And the other reason people keep their standards really low is out of a fear of raising them. What if there's no one there to meet them? What if they're too high? Wow, got a good quote for you from the book, What a Time to Be Alone. Don't be scared to raise your standards. Nothing is ever worth lowering them for. Stand firm in what you believe you deserve. When you raise your standards for yourself, you stop getting excited over people showing interest in you because you're interested in you too. So it's going to take more than just a bit of interest. It's going to take more than some crumbs to get you interested, because you have high, healthy standards, not walls, healthy standards that get your needs met, that help you to have the relationship that lights you up. Next reason you're still attracted to unavailable relationships is because you are holding on to BS beliefs and ideas. You're holding on to the belief that it's better to have someone than no one. You're holding on to the idea that you can change someone who so far you've got no evidence of that, or that there's no good ones left. A sign that there is still healing to do is that you continue to allow yourself to be in these situations, pining over an ex, thinking negatively about love. Something is going on there around the beliefs and ideas that you're holding about love, relationship, yourself, and the world. And there is work that needs to be done on that in order to really address. Consciously making a decision that you're over unavailable relationships isn't going to be enough. It's going to have to be more than that. You're going to have to offer yourself the love, the understanding, and the healing that you need in order to break this pattern for good. Another reason you are afraid of being alone. You're so afraid of being alone, or, spending time by yourself, that you will be with anyone and you will accept the crumbs. And look, unavailable people, they want company as well. And whether that is just contact, whether it's physical contact, whether it's someone to text, they will do that. But as long as you don't want too much, ask too much, or go too deep. So ask yourself, how do you feel about yourself when you are by yourself? Master the art of being alone, and you will create so much confidence when it comes to not needing just anyone. Once you are able to be by yourself and fully happy within yourself, you're going to have an inner knowing that you do not have to settle for unavailable. I do a Lipa quote because if you know of the work that I do or know of me, especially on Instagram, we're all about the lyrics. Is the only reason you're holding me tonight because we're scared to be lonely. Been there. Who has been there? Okay, you haven't learned the art of communication. So communication is the skill that is going to change the way you move through life and love. Your truth, your insecurities, your needs, they can be met with compassion and understanding when you know how to deliver them into the world with a genuine, elegant understanding of who you are and what these feelings are and how to communicate what you want, okay? People often find themselves putting up with poor treatment or in relationships that are painful because they don't know how to communicate what they want. Perhaps they end up pushing someone away when their emotions hijack them, or they stay quiet, they shrink themselves. So learn how to communicate who you are, what you want, and do that in a way that makes you proud. Because when you do that, there can be no argument that you're too much or too needy. It's just you voicing, and the way that you communicate that into the world is going to make all the difference. And another one, you are still playing small in your life. Your focus is on relationships. You're looking for a relationship to make you happy. You're focusing on other people's relationships. You're looking at other couples. You are ignoring yourself. You are so busy looking outside of you at what you feel like you should be having and what love should look like, that you're missing who you are and what's going to make you happy. So honestly, focus on yourself. Create something bigger. Create a passion. Learn what it is that you love about yourself. Take some space to figure out who you are, what lights you up, and follow your fire. This is what changed my whole dating experience. The more in tune you become with your happiness and your feelings of contentment, you are going to find it much easier to walk away from relationships that make you feel crap, worthless, and do not meet you where you are anymore. So there you have it. There are some reasons why you are still attracted to unavailable relationships. Don't judge yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. It is a hard pattern to break. However, it is possible, and you've got to get really honest with yourself which of those reasons you're falling into, and then move through that. If you want support to do that, because we do see quicker results that way, then you can check out working with me on a one-to-one basis. I have a 90-day program. It covers everything from the healing to the communication to you standing in your power. Check out my freebies as well. You will want to check out my podcast if you have taken to this, because there are so many brilliant conversations on there that you can listen to right now that's going to talk to you about, guiding through heartbreak, shaping successful love stories, and learning from other people's lessons in love. I'm Carly Ann. I'm a self-esteem and relationship coach. You are enough. You are lovable. You are so, so worthy, and you are irreplaceable.